Welcome to episode 4 of Bobble Pod. We are bringing this episode in lockdown 3.0, and the last 10 to 12 months have been very difficult for a lot of businesses. So our topic today, which is digital marketing with a small budget, will really help a lot of our listeners that are small businesses, individuals trying to promote their businesses, really come through the pandemic with the tips and advice that myself and the co-host team are going to share. Just quickly, I'm Manny, CEO of Bobble Digital. We're a digital marketing agency in Leeds.
Hi everyone, I'm Claire Daniels, CEO of Trio Media. We're also a digital marketing agency based in Leeds, specialising in all things digital marketing and marketing strategy.
Hi guys, I'm Anushna Takanyan, co-founder and CEO of Burnwe, a video marketing agency specialized in creating digital videos in every type and format.
It's great to have you here, ladies. I know January has been a very, very, very difficult and stressful month for a lot of us, but it's great that we can all still find time working from home to set up this Bobble Pod and provide our listeners with the advice and insights they need. And that is the focus of today's podcast, is to really, give those tips and advice for small businesses that are really constrained and feeling the pinch right now. Some are not able to get the, budget and support from the government they need. A lot of businesses still need customers and revenue coming in, and they're trying to think really now, what can we do with the limited budget we have to get our businesses out there in the world and help sell and promote our brand in different ways. So we're just going to kick off with some different tips and advice all the way through. That we've come up with as individual CEOs and with our experience with industries that hopefully will help you through the upcoming challenges, as we expect this lockdown now to last until the end of March, and we don't know if it might extend further than that. So a whole quarter of working from home for some, a whole quarter of businesses having to struggle and not being able to promote. Specific industries are doing extremely well. Other industries are feeling the pinch very, very badly. So there's a lot of things we can discuss here. And I think the first thing we should discuss is, starting at home, using your network, which I think is a topic, Claire, you wanted to discuss in terms of how businesses should expand and use their network right now.
Yeah, absolutely. So I think the task of marketing a business can seem really daunting to people. Where do I start? And the fact is, everyone already has a network of people, and you don't have to differentiate between a business network and your group of friends or family. And, really encouraging businesses that have a small budget to really look at if they've done enough, first of all, to actually explore opportunities within their own network already. So are you talking about what you have to offer to your friends and family? Are you actually asking them, do you know anyone who might need this service? Are you asking your employees to do the same? Because very quickly you could expand to a really, really wide group of people without having to do very little other than just start a conversation with someone. And actually, this is rarer than you think. A lot of people will go off and run their business, or, if you're a marketing department within a business, you'll run that in a silo without really looking at who can I speak to already? Who do I know? And breaking away from the stigma of networking, because I feel like networking is a love or hate situation. Manny, I know you do a lot of networking. I say I hate networking, but I hate the walking into a room and trying to sell yourself to people. But yeah, it's really stripping it back and going, how have you actually tried to tap into all your existing contacts? Things like you could literally send a text message to everyone in your phone book just saying, hey, no, we haven't spoken in a while. Did I tell you that this is what I do? Just wanted to let you know in case it's of interest, or in case you know anybody who would be able to use our products or services as well. Or it's going on your own Facebook or LinkedIn and going, hi to all my connections, just letting you know this is what my business does. Give me a shout if you need anything. I mean, what do you guys think? Do you see many people doing that? And do you think that's a missed opportunity for businesses?
I think it's one of the most key elements right now within businesses. I wouldn't say I'm a serial networker, but I feel like a lot of the business we built and the relationships I've built from physical networking, my LinkedIn connections, my Facebook connections, are really paying out, I would say, dividends right now, because I feel like when it comes to times like this, we're all small businesses right here, and we came together to help build a Bobble Pod. And provide advice. And the benefit of that is that obviously we're going to go out there and be seen as experts, and people can rely on the advice, and it's getting us out there. So we're using different techniques to do that. But part of the networking group that I've been able to create over the last few years is really, really come to fruition because I'm giving referrals to other businesses because of the people I'm talking to within my network, because I'm remembering what they offer and that they're feeling the pinch as well. But likewise, they know that we do digital marketing, and which is a key element right now that a lot of businesses need. And that's coming back this way where, if it's right for us, we'll help businesses out. So yeah, I feel like networking and using your LinkedIn network, I think the last 5 clients, 2 of them have come through LinkedIn, which just shows the power of it. And the cost of that is nothing. It's just people tagging me into someone who's posted on LinkedIn saying, I need those services. And that doesn't really cost anyone anything. But there's a lot of things you could do on stuff like LinkedIn where you can actually search keywords that people are looking for. But because I've built that network up and I've gone to online network, physical networking, people know what I do, thus allowing them to say, if someone says, oh, we're looking for a PPC or a paid social media agency or someone to help with our Facebook ads, then I get tagged in more often than not. And it's an opportunity to explore and create another contact further down the line.
Actually, giving referrals became much easier nowadays, especially after pandemic, when all the networkings became virtual and everybody can join it from all over the world. Especially myself, I am from Armenia and I can join, and I have actually met many through networking events. So this is really the best way to connect people nowadays. And it's actually, I think, sometimes people are shy to ask for referrals. They think that it's maybe not a good thing. But for me, it's the best way, because when you're asking for referrals, you are getting them. Sometimes people don't think that maybe that you need new clients or something, but when you are asking them, they actually trying to find someone or just remembering you anytime they have something or they need any services that you provide. So in any way, if you are sometimes shy to ask for referrals, you can send an email or just a message, and it's maybe easier than in person, and just ask for some good recommendation, even for professional, if you are not working with that person.
Absolutely. And I think that's a really good point, mentioning specifically referrals, because I don't know about you guys, but for us at Trio Media, the best converting type of lead is a referral. Typically we convert 90 to 95% of referrals that we get because you've already come on the back of a recommendation. So that is free marketing. You've not had to pay anyone to do anything except you've already done a good job for someone else and you've kept a good relationship with them and they refer you to others. Or, you've built up a good relationship with someone and they recommend you to someone else. So by far, referrals are our best converting lead source. After that, it is then our inbound leads that we get through our marketing channels, such as PPC, social media ads, and organic search. And then really kind of outbound sales activities, which is potentially where businesses feel they need to focus effort on. That is our lowest converting. We might get 1 in 5, 1 in 6. The marketing inbound is maybe 1 in 3. And like I say, the referrals is very nearly 1 in 1 that we would win if someone's been recommended directly to us. So I think it's about really focusing on the right areas that's going to generate you a good return at very little investment. And obviously that's what this is all about.
I think one advice I'm going to give to listeners is just try different formats of networking. There's so many different formats out there. There's the BNIs where you bring a contribution or referral to for another business. So it is referral based. It's very, structured, formal. But then you've got the more relaxed ones where it's kind of like speed dating, where you do like a 60-second elevator pitch and you get to meet up to 40 other people in an hour. We even do networking through our Bobble Bite Size, where, we do a 15-minute talk every month about a particular digital topic that people want to hear about. And then we open up to networking at the start. there's so many different kind of formal, like less formal, where people are giving business advice and discussing different elements. Just go online, go onto platforms like Eventbrite and look at online events and courses, and see if there's anything relevant to you. If you're looking for topics and talks, there's so many agencies out there, so many people doing different talks about how they're using digital marketing right now. So if you're struggling as well as listening to this, then go on to platforms like Eventbrite, look at what kind of events are happening in your local area or nationally or online, and try to take advantage of them, because most of them are free to attend and it's just your time.
Yeah.
Actually, just a small addition. There is also a really good platform called Lunch Club, where the AI system is actually connecting two people together for business reasons. It's invitation platform, but if you need any, you can just write me on LinkedIn. I will invite you. It's a really good one.
Sounds a little like Clubhouse, doesn't it?
I'll have to look that up, Anush. Well, on that topic as well, when you were talking about the event side, I feel like that leads into another potential topic in terms of, yes, there's all these events going on. Could you run an event? Could you run some free training for someone that actually, again, we're looking at strategies here with a low budget, and actually, running an online training session, for example, can be a great way to pull people in. It's also very low level, low commitment for them. They don't feel like they're being sold to, but that is helping you to expand your network. You're getting data of potential clients, people that you can build relationships with in the future. And I think there's a bit of a stigma around why would I do training for something? So to give you an example, we at Trio Media do social media marketing. So we will manage our clients' social media channels for them, run the whole social media strategy. However, we're also running a social media training session online. And people may question when you look at that, well, why would you do training when that's a service you want to offer? But actually it's multifold, because it's going to be different people who would take the training versus come to us to pick up, us actually managing it full time, right? But then as well, anyway, in training someone, it often opens their eyes to actually how much work is involved. So you actually find you can get a lot of opportunities on the back of that, of actually giving away your secrets, as it were. People then learn more about what it is that you actually do, so it takes away that, I don't know what this is, I need to find out more about it. But once they find out more, they go, okay, I can see now why this business charged for that thing, because I can see how much work is involved. So that can be a great marketing tool. But as well, you can charge for these training sessions if you've got value to add. So it can be a very easy way to make money. And I think if you're stuck at home in lockdown at the moment, you're trying to find a way of making revenue in your business. I don't have much money to spend, but I need to find another income stream. Think of all the people stuck at home, who want to learn, want to spend their time doing something, who may be inclined to come on a training session with you. And then you have their data, you have a relationship there that you can build upon for the future. So I think that's a really powerful tool. It might not work for every industry, but certainly I'd suggest, taking a look at, is this something that my business could do at a very low cost?
Yeah, I totally agree with that. I think doing events, and I talked about this at previous bite size, like top 10 digital trends. I see online events are going to become more immersive, because people are still going to have to rely on that level of networking, introductions, referrals, as we discuss it, to get that. So I think if you're listening in and you're even if you're a business that's doing well, you should really be out there showing people what you're doing, because then you're building your network, you're building your potential client portfolio up. Even if you're B2C or B2B, people will look up to you. People will then, have a look at what you're doing and see you. It's about showing what you're doing and letting people know you're still there at some, playing devil's advocate a little, like saying, we're still here. This is what we're doing. We're here to help. And that's been the kind of like the core focus of a lot of business messages since the pandemic started back in, March 2020. Where the focus went from selling to, we're still here, we're local businesses, we still need support, etc. So no, I think using the network is quite key. There's a lot of other topics we want to talk about, obviously not just networking. I know in particular, Anush, you wanted to talk about a concentration